Hello everyone, Mr. Kenor here, and this is part 3 of building your moon base. Now we are going to add in the lunar surface to our moon base. I guess this should have been part 1, but since I already have our whole moon base, what I'm just going to do, I'm going to select everything, and then I'm going to hide it by clicking on the light bulb here. So I guess ideally we probably should have built the surface first, but I built my moon base first and then wanted to add in the detail of the surface later. So I'm just going to do a flat lunar surface, but again, if you wanted to take time to make some hills, or you could add in like so much extra detail, it doesn't have to be totally flat. So, but I'm going to make a box. It's going to cover the whole work plane, maybe even a little bit bigger than the work plane. Oh no, we'll make it 200 by 200. I'm going to change the color. We're going to be working with some of these grays and darker grays and whatnot as we go through to make our lunar surface. And we're going to need to add 2 things to make it look like the moon. We're going to need some craters and we're going to need some boulders. So for craters, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a half sphere. And let's just kind of zoom in on this. And I'm just going to make one kind, and then what I'm going to do is spend some time manipulating what this looks like, kind of moving it around. So I'm going to lift this up just a little bit, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to use this half sphere here. We're going to turn it into a hole. Let's lift up just a little bit, just so that there's kind of a base to the crater too. Select both the shapes and then group them. And that's going to cut out, see this curvature, and then let's make this a little bit darker just so that we can see it. And there we go. So we've got kind of like an impact crater. That's kind of a big one, or a small one. See how if I take it out, I can just kind of like manipulate it around. I can take it and flatten it, copy, paste, and we can make several of these. You can lift some up, you can take it and rotate it a little bit so that we just have some different impact craters here on the surface of our moon. Now, I'm only going to make a couple of them, but you could go through and make some variety, some different ones that are larger, smaller, things like that. Now, in terms of boulders, I'm going to use the icosahedron, but you could use any other shapes too. So let's just kind of make some boulders. We'll give those kind of like a darker color. I'm just going to kind of like duplicate, and there we go. We got some boulders, and maybe we do one half sphere over here that's just long and just kind of sticks up above the surface of our moon. I don't know, just kind of give it some definition, right? That's what we're going for. We're going for a lunar surface that has a little bit of relief, just some more added details. Then I'm going to click my light bulb to bring everything back in, and then I might need to kind of adjust sort of where things are, right? You know, we wouldn't have built our solar panels right on this impact crater, so I'm going to move my solar panels back in a way that we got this crater that's right in the middle of our pond. So again, maybe doing this one first and then going through and building everything second might have been a better option, but you know, I wasn't thinking ahead. So, all right, well, now we sort of have a lunar surface. We have our moon base. You could continue adding detail to it, continue changing the color, whatever you need to do to make it look like an amazing moon base. All right, I hope this gave you some inspiration, and I look forward to seeing your finished projects.